Hi, this is Miles from MazeBlog.com. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a hard maze. In the interest of time, and so that you don't have to watch me draw it, I've gone ahead and drawn the maze out beforehand right here, as you can see on the chalkboard. Alright, so what we're going to talk about today with drawing the hard mazes, we're going to talk about drawing islands, avoiding dead space, and drawing loops in order to capture your users. Now, talking about loops specifically, loops is a system of networks that pulls you around the same thing twice and feeds you back into the same way from which you came, as you can see right here. That leads me into the discussion about islands. Islands are what I call the self-contained units within a maze that lead and feed back into themselves, so as trapping the users. Now, users have one main tendency when they're solving mazes, and that's to go in the straightest path possible. You can beat 9 out of 10 solvers just by taking advantage of this. Now, as you can see from the start to the finish right here, the most direct path would be going through this network right here. However, as you can see through the lines indicated right here, it is all self-contained. And it feeds back in towards the start. The actual correct solution is coming back around the side of the start and going actually around behind it. Now, keeping in mind that users will try to find the most direct route possible, the most direct route possible in this maze is going around underneath, which is incorrect. It leads to one big fat dead end. The actual correct solution is taking the outside path and following it into this network right here. Now, over in the finishing section, if you follow this path around here, this will actually lead you into another network, another self-contained island, which you can kind of see right here, following that edge. Again, trapping your user and ideally forcing them backwards to the point where they don't realize that there is a finishing direction that they have just looked over. Now, let's talk a little bit about dead ends versus loops. I'd say that loops are more effective to be used against users because it feeds them back on themselves, and they are more likely to get confused as to which way they've already been before. With dead ends, it's painfully obvious that I've already been this route, and if users can look forward ahead enough from that point on, they'll realize that this whole section is what I call dead space. They know not to go there. Therefore, it loses its potential to confuse users, which is the aim of a maze. So, as you can see here, we have the start and the finish of a somewhat harder maze. Thanks for watching, and check out more at MazeBlog.com. Learn how to solve and draw and pick up more tips on new and innovative maze techniques. Thanks for watching.